Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is Mir Hussain Ali Razvi.
My name is Mir Muhammad Ali Razvi.
My name is Mohammed Akbar Ali Razvi.
8 Shawwal is a day commemorated by millions of Muslims around the world because it marks the day of the destruction of Jannatul Baqee.
Why? Why is there so much grief and emphasis on the rebuilding of Baqee? And why the visitation?
Before we answer this question, let's talk about how and why the destruction took place. Al Saud came to power in the Hijaz area in the mid-18th century, which is modern-day Saudi Arabia.
The family of Al Saud was backed by the ideology of Wahhabism. Wahhabism is a movement that represents ultra-conservatism and stands for social intolerance and inequalities.
The Wahhabis imposed that visiting the shrines of our Prophet and Imams was a form of idolatry. They believed that marking graves was bid'ah and contradicting the teachings of Islam.
Anyone who did not agree to such a system was prosecuted, killed, or had property and social status confiscated.
In the year of 1925, Medina surrendered to the Wahhabi order. All the Islamic heritage sites were desecrated. Al-Baqee was razed to the ground with no recognition of any grave or tomb. No shrine, no dome, no cover.
The sacred sites destroyed in Medina include the house in which the Holy Prophet was born in.
The tomb of Hazrat Hamza was demolished alongside the tomb of all the martyrs whose lives were lost in the Battle of Uhud. The only shrine that stayed intact was the shrine of Prophet Muhammad in Medina.
Let's talk about who was buried in Baqee. This is very important to know because none of the graves are marked.
As you enter Baqee, you come across an area known as Maqbarat Bani Hashim, where Ali Muhammad is buried. The four holy Imams buried there are Imam Hussain Mujtaba, Imam Zain al-Abidin, Imam Muhammad Baqir, and Imam Jafar Sadiq.
Right in front of the graves of the Imams is the grave of Prophet Muhammad's uncle, Al-Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib. And just to the left is the grave of Imam Ali's mother, Bibi Fatima bint Asad.
Later, you come across the grave of Ismail, the son of Imam Jafar Sadiq. As you come out of the cemetery, in the corner on the right-hand side is the grave of Bibi Bani, the mother of Hazrat Abbas.
So let's go back to our question. Why is there so much grief and emphasis on the rebuilding of Baqee? And why the visitation?
Alongside all the previously mentioned personalities, there is a very special woman buried in the land of Baqee. The lady whose own father called her Abiha. The lady who fought for her rights. The lady whose ribs were crushed behind the door. The lady who never expressed grief or pain. This lady is none other than Bibi Fatima alayhi salam.
The mother of all humanity is buried in the land of Baqee without a proper shrine or cover of any sort.
It's absolutely heartbreaking that we can't even visit or even light a candle near our Bibi's grave.
8 Shawwal is approaching and we need to stand up against the injustice of Al Saud. Every single voice counts. Bibi taught us to fight for health, so we need to continue her legacy and fight for the truth and fight against oppression. Al-Baqee, Al-Baqee, rebuild Al-Baqee, labbaik, 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 ya Zahra, labbaik, labbaik.
Al-Baqee, Al-Baqee.